Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about under the R programming lab. Today we are going to discuss about the basic 5 atomic data types which are needed to learn any language. The data types are very useful. We have to learn. Without knowing the data types of any language, we cannot furtherly write the code. R also supporting the basic 5 data types such as logical, integer, numerical, complex and character like other languages. As earlier I said that in R everything as an object. Now whatever the thing we are going to create, that will be considered a object, R object, and we can able to make a particular data type of that object. Like suppose we are going to save like logical operator nothing but the or logical data type nothing but the true or false, 0 or 1. So whenever in an object we are going to save the 0 or 1 or true or false, then we can consider as a logical type. And integer, last class we already discussed it. When I am creating an object assigning some value, by default it takes a integer value or a double type. When I am assigning a equal to 10, obviously it is having to save the double type and numerical class. So the numerical class nothing but the combination of the integers as well as the double. It able to store the both real numbers and decimal numbers. In case of integer, only integer. Suppose you want to mention long integer, you have to mention with L. And you want to convert anything as integer, we have to use the as dot integer, conversion of the integer type. Complex, ax plus b, or we have a integer value and real value, imaginary value, we can use the complex type. That means this is real value and imaginary value. We can also create the real value and imaginary value in the R programming with help of the complex type. And finally characters. These are the 5 basic data types. Like other languages, R also supports these data types. But mainly R can able to handle objects. It can able to store any type at any moment. Whenever we need a specific type, then we need to use these kind of data types. Okay. Let's see another data types are data structures. The data structures in any language motto is to store the multiple values with a single variable or single object. Are also supporting data structures for different types of data structures and with various dimensions. Let's see whenever we are having the dimensionality and what kind of data structures are available in R. So with a simple table you can observe that one dimension, that means we can able to store the within one variable with one dimension homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous means same type of value we have to store. So in a best example in C language, when I am creating a array of integer type, that means it can store only integer values, cannot accept the characters within the array. Characters or integers mixed type cannot accepted. That means homogeneous type. So homogeneous means those dimensionality or those data structures can able to accept the either one type. There is no chance of the mixing of the different values within that object. Whereas heterogeneous means we can able to store either integer, character, decimal or a string or complex, any combination or unique type. So heterogeneous means mixed type. The object can able to store the mixed type. Now dimensionality coming to the one dimension. Array is the one dimensional array. That means A of I. We are saying that A of I nothing but the I is indexing, and with that indexing we can able to read the one by one value. So whenever we want to retrieve a single value from an array, we are using the indexing 1, that is one dimension. So vector is the one dimension of homogeneous type in R. And list is the another data structure heterogeneous. That means it says a one dimension and it can able to accept the mixed type. Means we can able to store integer or we can able to store the float or characters within the same object. Whereas two dimension means to retrieve a single value from a matrix, we need a row and column. Row of 5, column of 5. The combination of the intersection point of the, but in a matrix we will get the single value. Let's see, suppose this is a matrix example. So 1 1, 1 2, 1 3 means first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. Like 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 4 1, 4 2, 4 3. That means to retrieve suppose I want to retrieve the matrix value. I want to view this value. I want to update this one. Then what I am going to do is matrix of which one? This is third row, second column. So 3 comma 2. So then only we can able to access. So in two dimension to retrieve the single value, then we are going to use the two indexing values, two positions, row and column. That is the two dimension. That is matrix. And it is in a homogeneous. That means matrix can able to store the only one type. Generally matrix can able to store the integer types. And we have another concept, very important, data frames. Very important in R. Data frames plays a very key role in R. It able to handle heterogeneous type as well as the two dimension. So data frames plays a very key role to handle the data sets. We need to focus more on data sets. And n dimension means more than two dimensions. Arrays, some multidimensional arrays, 3D. That means we need a 3 objects to retrieve the single value or 3 indexing I, j, k. Then I is the index 1, j is another indexing and k is the third indexing. With about 3 we can able to retrieve the single value. That is homogeneous type array n dimension. So this is the basic data structures classification based on the dimensionality and type of values can able to store homogeneous or heterogeneous. Okay, and we have to remember one point. There is no zero dimensional object or data structure is not available in R. By default, whenever we are going to save any value in an object, it considers a length of 1. Length of 1, and all are considered as a basic type is the vector types. That means whatever the value you are going to create, it will be taking a vector of length of 1 in R. Okay, let's see a practical implementation of these things now in RStudio. Okay,